every time we talk to her, her story changes. And I'm serious when I say that, every single time.
She giggled. Jackie, did she giggle?
She did.
I heard.
Is there anything you would do differently?
Yeah, I've probably called the first day.
Boswell admits she'd do things differently if given a second chance.
Give a second chance over my cold, dead body, Mommy. And this hand is going to be clutching your neck over my cold, dead body.
Hey, iCkEdMeL, and we're going to be talking about Christy Broome. She recently did an interview with Crime Online, and I have a bunch of messages. Might not be able to get through all of it to show you guys. Christy Broome, her daughter, Maddie, was best friends with Maggie, Megan, and she was 17 when she passed away in 2018. A couple of notes from Crime Online before we get into the interesting screenshots. Christy let Megan stay there for a couple of days. She felt bad. She noticed that Megan didn't have emotions, didn't have tears, wasn't interested in finding her child. What's pretty crazy is that Christy stated Megan was afraid of being arrested, that even at one point she stated at least 5 times that she feels like she's going to be arrested. And when Christy questioned her, why would you say that? According to her in crimeonline.com, she replied, "I just feel my mom would hurt Evelyn and put her on my dad's property." And one of the biggest details, or what the headlines are running with, is that Megan wet the bed the day or night that the father's property was searched. Now, keep in mind, we're not talking about when the remains were found. We're talking about previously, because there was multiple times that the property was searched. I'm not sure if it was more than 2. By the time the remains were found, Megan was already under arrest for giving multiple false statements that interfered with the investigation. Now let's get into the messages and screenshots. This is Christy to Maggie, which is Megan. "You're on your way back to the police station, now in safe hands. I will just say from the 2 days I have spent with you that you have done nothing but lie to me. And I'm the one person that had your back. And I don't understand why you absolutely know more where Evelyn is. If you want any kind of future at all, I've told you then you need to tell what's really going on and not change your story unless it involves the truth. By the way, you're not pregnant. You've been to the doctor. There were no prenatal prescriptions, vitamins for them to confiscate. TBI, I mean, your story isn't adding up. And for 2 days, I've not been able to comment on here. I've had your back. I still have your back. I've known you since you were in kindergarten. You were best friends with my daughter, Maddie. You've lied to the point investigators don't even want to talk to you anymore. That needs to scream something to you. Your future is on the line. If you're innocent, I don't think you hurt Evelyn. I just think you know what happened afterwards. You need to tell them where she's at. I know you know." Let's pause for a minute and talk about the whole pregnancy debacle that was happening at the time, where she was stating that she couldn't get a polygraph test because she was pregnant.
I am pregnant. That's why they won't give me a polygraph. Due to policy, if you're pregnant, they cannot give you one.
It seems like what actually happened, and I could be wrong, but according to Christy here, Megan actually had a lie detector test set up on schedule for Monday morning with a TBI agent. She says she knows because she was there, but she canceled on them. In here you can see Maggie asserting that they did take her prenatal vitamins, and she's not going to argue with Christy. "But I haven't lied." But Megan, you have lied, because the sheriff's office in Sullivan County doesn't even have a polygraph test. This is just another lie of many that Megan has told.
He was never asked to meet us for any polygraph. We don't actually have a polygraph examiner. Tennessee Bureau of Investigation does the polygraphing. We never set up any type of interview for her.
Oh, yeah. And there's also that minor detail that she was never pregnant.
But News 5 checked Sullivan County jail records. On Monday, there were only 4 pregnant inmates. On Tuesday, when Megan was booked into jail, that number didn't change.
Now let's get back to Christy. And this is probably why they went and searched the property again. It says, "Yeah, I saw that, but she, Megan, was so scared and worried. I think it was Sunday when they were supposed to be searching her dad's property. She was relieved when the search was over and nothing came up. Obviously, because that meant Evelyn was maybe still okay. But there was more to it than that. With her, meaning Megan, she also made the comment to me about how thank God they didn't dig on my dad's property. I did inform TBI immediately when that was said, so they're also investigating and they know what they're doing, and God only knows where this poor baby is. It also seems that Megan and Angela had issues or turmoil between each other. Christy says, I don't think so. I spent 3 days with Megan. She was arrested the day she left because I couldn't handle all her lies. I think either Megan snapped or her mom hurt her. But seriously though, who the hell was Megan protecting? Her mother has always been a POS, and from what I witnessed, not a good mom to Megan at all. Somebody else says here, Angel was nowhere around in December. She was in Elizabethton. Angel and Maggie weren't talking then. Somebody said Elizabethton is only 20 minutes away. I wouldn't say she wasn't around just because she was in the next town. Somebody else responded, she wasn't around her family at the time. Angel, which is Angela, I'm assuming, and Maggie had a falling out, which I'm sure Christy knows damn well about, and they didn't reconcile until February. Interesting. Here's Christy in the middle of a conversation asserting that she believes Megan knew the entire time. I think her mom knew too. I think as long as they didn't find a body, it'd be harder to prosecute. In this post, Christy is replying to somebody asking if you believe Megan knew the entire time, because when the investigators searched, she was relieved that nothing was found. That would imply that she knew the entire time. Christy replies, absolutely she knew. She said multiple times, I'm going to jail if they find anything. And when I asked her why she'd even say that, she said she thought her mom would make it look like she did it. And I said, Megan, the investigators are smarter than that. She was extremely relieved when they didn't find anything. Here's another post from Megan where she states her mother, Angela, has Evelyn, and TBI are trying to figure out what she's done. She says, I honestly believe she's letting someone keep her to scare me because I know how my mother is. TBI has a lead I can't discuss until they've checked it out, and I hope you can all understand that. They should recheck Mendota area, as that is the last place my mom had Evelyn. I really can't disclose anything more at this time, and I hope you can understand. Be sure to check out my Evelyn Boswell playlist, and that's all the time I have for now. I did get sent a lot of messages, and I just don't have the time. But thank you for your support. Take care of yourselves, and peace.